Do you remember the good old days? You know, okay, let me be more specific because you guys are thinking maybe, oh, is he talking about TV shows or is he talking about the good old times of comic books or was he talking about the great outdoors? No, I'm not talking about either of them. I'm talking about video games. So, getting back on topic, do you remember the good old days of video games where you went to the store, you bought a cartridge or disc, you brought it home, you put it on your favorite system, and you indulge yourself in the world of awesome, vibrant fakeness that was so super awesome. And then when you like beat the game, you sat there and thought, man, I wish I could live the way these guys do. These guys must have it good or something. Or maybe not even that. Maybe you felt the pain and the suffering the main characters went through. Or you had a really good time because you threw a turtle shell at your friend and, you know, basically what I'm trying to say was, do you remember the days when video games could be fake and fun? Well, nowadays they're gone. Most of them. I mean, we still got Mario Kart. We still got certain games out there that keep the fakeness in, but I just have this feeling that some of these games that were meant to be like super duper cool are being overshadowed by all this what I call it, all the realism in video games. There we go. The realism in video games, if you want my honest opinion, I totally think that the realism in video games butcher my video games now. Yes, I'm the type of person that would like my video games to have little to none resemblance to reality. I like my games to be fake. I like my games to have as much fantasy as possible, and I like my game to be fun because I think the fantasiness comes with the fun. That's why I like games like Mario Kart, if you want a racing example. Street Fighter, if you want a fighting game example. Duh, I'm a Street Fighter fan. I mean, I'm a fighting game fan in general, but that's what I grew up with. I grew up with Street Fighter because Street Fighter is the bomb. Well, not 4, but most of the games before that. Except for the movie. Street Fighter, the movie video game, sucked. Let's not go into that ever again. Anyways. I really loved my video games back then because they were, well, put it in simple standards, fake. They were imaginary, they were something that you could only imagine, and they were pretty freaking cool, and now they're being butchered by, I don't know, new games like, dare I say it, Call of Duty. Now, a friend of mine, which I'm probably going to post a link to his video, he made a video about his Gears of War game. Well, he was a Gears of War fan, and his game was being butchered because of the success of Call of Duty games. And that's what I'm talking about. Another game was kind of butchered this way. I mean, you might not understand it when I explain this, but another franchise was butchered this way, like, not in the way of Call of Duty, but in the way of it started going into realism and stuff, like Devil May Cry. Don't get me, well, the DMC reboot. Don't get me wrong, it is a fake game, and it'll probably never happen until, I don't know, maybe later on in life, but okay, no, we're not going to be saved by some dude that looks like an emo going around slashing swords and saving our butts from demons. That's not happening. But reason why I didn't like that game, 10-1, is because the game made me pay attention to the storyline a bit way too much. And they tried to make Dante flesh out as a real character with feelings. I mean, I understand some people are going to take it the wrong way, but I kind of liked it better when Dante was a, I don't know, carefree guy going around kicking people's butt. Notice I did not say with white hair, because hairstyle doesn't matter. The characteristics do, most of the time. But then again, the characteristics have to fit the character. So I just felt like the Dante in the reboot felt a little bit too real. He seemed more like the guy I would usually see walking down the street if I was at, I don't know, Sand Hills in Columbia, South Carolina. Anybody that lives near there should know what I'm talking about. I just don't like too much realism in my video games. I would like my games to be as fake as possible because that's what makes them fun. That's what makes you, you know, draw out your imagination and whatnot. And apparently, you know, most games now, it just feels a bit too real for me. And it's not just, you know, character-wise, it's also graphics-wise. I mean, don't get me wrong, graphics do... If you make beautiful graphics for a game, it makes it really, really awesome, but you gotta have some fakeness in it, you know. I just prefer my games to be mostly fake. Mostly stuff that will never happen. You know? I mean, the weird thing is, when it comes to realism, I don't mind it in my shows, I don't mind it in my anime, I don't mind it in my movies. It's just that I'm kind of nitpicky about it when it comes to video games, because video games are, I'm sorry, it was basically built on the foundation of imagination. You gotta give it that. It kind of was built on imagination. You know, not saying that Pong was really imaginary, because all you had to do was like get a table, get like 2 paddles and a plastic ball and play Pong right there, but you know, it was kind of built on imagination. I mean, look at the success of Pac-Man. That game was fake as balls, but it was fun, you know? Now, okay, this might be a video thinking that I'm making a stab at Call of Duty. I am not, okay? Call of Duty is an okay game. I just don't like it. Why? Because it deals with the military. I don't agree with anything the military does at this point. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Second, it's too overhyped because people like the fact that, hey, I could be a military soldier for once. And that's pretty stupid. So, actually, that brings up another point. Another reason why I don't like realism in my video games, because if it's so real to the point that I can go outside and do it, why don't you just go outside and do it? No. That's one of the reasons why I don't play most sports games from EA unless it's like NBA Street or something, because I know NBA Street for a fair fact I can't do that. I know other street ballers will be like, I don't play that game because I can go outside and do that. That's good. Go outside and do it. But I'm one of those people that can't do it. Now, if you try to say that for like a game like Madden or NBA, that's complete and utter BS. Go outside and keep practicing. The NBA Street one? No, because people will think you're trying to hurt people. That goes for FIFA Street or NFL Street as well. NFL Blitz, to this very day, is my favorite football game of all time because, my goodness, was it fun. It was so fake, it was fun. It had the teams on there, but people were getting helmets knocked off, flying through the air, on fire, NBA Heat. It's just fun. And now I tried to play Madden, I tried to play it to I tried to play it to have fun, but it's impossible when the game is so real, it bores me to death. So, basically, yeah, if I had to pick a side, I would pick the fakeism, as people would call it, because it draws on my imagination. It gives me ideas on what to, you know, draw, what to write about, what to make a beat on, you know, all this other stuff. But, you know, people have their opinions. Most people nowadays, not really most people, but some of the gamers I know. I mean, I live with someone who plays nothing but either Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed. But reminds me, I'm not really an Assassin's Creed fan. I'm more into the old Tenchu games because the Tenchu games were kind of fun, you know. Not bashing on Assassin's Creed. I'm pretty sure Assassin's Creed has like super duper awesome storyline, but the gameplay bores me. Not saying it's a bad game. It's probably a good game. I just don't like it. But anyways, um, yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to share on. I mean, it's not really a rant or anything. That's just my thoughts on realism in video games. It's probably confusing, so if you want me to explain myself, I will do so in another video if you actually had the patience to actually sit there and listen to me rant. Well, not really rant. Dang it, I keep saying that. I don't know why I keep thinking I'm ranting. I'm not ranting, I'm just talking like a retard. Anywho, yeah, that's about it. If you want any small updates, another retarded remix is coming out. I won't tell you the topic of this one, though. This one I'll leave to your imaginations. And, yeah, I will be making some. This might come as a shocker. I will be making some Vocaloid tracks. Holy crap, Leo, what are you doing with Vocaloid tracks? I know that's probably what some of you are saying, but I mean, I'm going to be doing it on some Rockman ending or opening themes that I found instrumentals for, so I thought that would be fun. But anyways, that's about it. So I'm Rated Leo, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, I'm stuck on Xbox Live. Somebody help me.